Hey, what is going on, everybody? How are you all doing today? I hope you all are having a great day, and I hope you all have a wonderful tomorrow if you're not having a great day today. So, I wanted us to discuss a little theory that I had in mind, and just wanted to have a little brief talk about this. But first, just wanted to explain the reason why there wasn't a video out yesterday. I had a terrible headache on Tuesday, and so it was literally stopping my thought process and kind of stunning me there. So, hope you all can forgive me for that. Really sorry. But without further ado, videos are going to keep pumping out, so don't worry. It's not like I'm going anywhere or anything. But anyways, so I want us to jump into this discussion, and hopefully y'all like it. And so let's go ahead and jump into this and let's talk about it. So first off, I wanted to talk about how Atlas itself could have come up with the aura transfer idea from Ozpin. Now, if as we recall, Amber herself met a tragic fate due to Cinder Fall, and Cinder obviously was after her fall maiden powers. And of course, the reason for this is all part of Salem's plan. So now, of course, due to this tragedy of Amber being beaten by Cinder and almost killed within the confrontation, this resulted in the idea of the aura transfer. Now, of course, we saw a very interesting process through Cinder trying to transfer the aura, which was the Fall Maiden power, from Amber through the glove, which was a very interesting thing. The glove she used, and that was a very interesting thought. Now, but what made me curious with the aura transfer idea that came, with Ozpin's idea was to transfer, obviously Amber's powers, her maiden powers, into somebody that was suitable. Now, this idea could have come up from Ozpin, and the reason why I state this is because Atlas themselves was working on this technology, and they had been, working on the composition of, or trying to understand it, because they had been performing, serious scientific research into nature and composition of aura. Now, because of this, it was known as, research was yielded experimentally, experimental technology that basically is capable of capturing aura from a person and transferring it into another. Now, of course, they had to find somebody that may have been suitable for the, powers of the Fall Maiden. And, of course, Pyrrha became that likely suspect because, or subject, sorry, I guess that would be the word I'm looking for here. Because the reason for this would be they needed to find somebody that was competent within combat, somebody that had good combat prowess, and somebody that knew how to be able to defend themselves as well as other people around them. Now, of course, this idea was to contain, the individual within the transfer device and put the other one that they were going to transfer it into and put it in. Now, interesting thing is, this sounds very similar. Now, not necessarily, well, I guess it would be transferring, is how Ozpin switches bodies, as we know, because this transferring idea and how it was stated that it could affect, Pyrrha's psyche or her mental well-being, that this could actually merge with her and, kind of affect her in this way. It really does sound very similar to Ozpin's case of being constantly reincarnated. Now, Atlas may have come up with this idea through Ozpin, considering Ozpin had talked to Ironwood about this idea. And since they had been looking for a candidate for Amber, this means that they've had some time to discuss this, and of course, prior to this. So, that means that Atlas has probably been coming up with this technology for years, and who knows how long, considering it's never been discussed of how long. But considering that, that means that Atlas has been working on this for a while, and since we know Ozpin has been, obviously continuously reincarnating as his curse, this means that maybe over time he had realized that Salem would be after the maidens and possibly saying, hey, we need technology, and Atlas was the perfect place to actually come to the idea with. And of course, to some people, this technology seems very unnatural, or it seems like a very terrible process because you're pretty much killing somebody to send their aura into another individual, and Ozpin willingly knew this. So it seems as if this might have been an idea brought up by Ozpin, and that's kind of an interesting thing to think about because Ozpin's case of him, like I said, reincarnating constantly, it is basically him transferring himself into another being. And considering that Ozpin, kind of in a sense fights over Oscar's body, like not necessarily fighting, but they are switching between control currently. It kind of makes you think that the statement of the psyche being transferred. So Atlas may have had this idea, and that's possibly why Atlas had been working on this, discovery research, as to try to be able to find a way to, I guess, perfectly transfer aura from one being to another if it ever needed to happen. So Ozpin could have been a good template idea for this, and he could have been the example. And that's actually kind of something to think about, because maybe Ozpin did give them the idea. Maybe this is the example that he was like, hey, we could probably continue this idea if anything ever went wrong, and maybe Atlas agreed. Maybe this is Atlas's idea of, hey, Ozpin's right. He is the first example of somebody going from one body to another, so maybe we can do a kind of system like that and be able to transfer one individual's aura to another if in case a terrible event actually occurred. And considering that this seems like it might be the case, this might have been how it happened, and Atlas seems to actually agree with this considering they put the research and technology into this. But hey, that's just a theory, and that's just a thought. So tell me what you think down below, and I'd like to hear from all of you. If you want to see more videos like this, just subscribe and hit that bell notification, because YouTube can be a little messy from time to time. So just hit that notification, and if you like the video, hit it with a like, and thank you for taking your time to watch this video. Truly do appreciate it, and I hope you all have a great day, and if you're not, just remember, tomorrow could be better. It can always be better. So you all take care of yourselves, have yourselves a great day, and I'll be talking to you soon. I got an Aura video coming up soon, so look out for it. Take care, everybody.